Nigeria moves to impound 29 private jets owned by wealthy individuals and organizations. Welcome to the news, and thank you for tuning in to listen. The Nigeria Customs Service (NCS) has threatened to impound 29 private jets over non-payment of statutory import duties. This is contained in the report on the verification of privately owned airplanes in the country, released by NCS on Tuesday in Abuja. The customs spokesman, Mr. Joseph Attar, during a news conference noted that 29 airplanes would be impounded if the owners did not show up at the expiration of a 14-day ultimatum given. On May 31, Customs announced its plan to verify import documents of privately owned airplanes in the country. The exercise took place between June 7th and August 6th and the Tariff and Trade Departments of the service. Customs Service in June read the Riot Act to private aircraft owners, warning those who have not yet to bring their documents for verification to do so before the expiration of the grace period on July 6th or risk having their private jets impounded. Within the stipulated period, 86 private jets or airplane operators showed up for the exercise and presented relevant documents for verification, according to Attar. He explained that 57 of them were verified as commercial charter operations and duly cleared for operations, PM News reports. According to him, the 29 private jet airplane owners and their representatives were issued with demand notices on October 11th and given 11 days to make payment to designated Nigerian government accounts. Attar stressed that aircraft clearance certificates should be issued after payment. Owners of private aircraft for which no representations were made for verification and whose status remain uncertain are requested to immediately furnish Customs Service with documents for verification and clearance. To this effect, all 57 commercial charter jets or aircraft operators who presented their documents for verification are requested to come to the Nigeria Customs Service headquarters, Abuja, to collect their clearance certificate. All 29 jets, aircraft owners, or their representatives have been issued with demand notices and have 14 days from October 11 to collect and make payment to designated federal government accounts. They will be issued with aircraft clearance certificates after payment. I implore all concerned to avail themselves of this opportunity, as Customs will not hesitate to activate enforcement procedures on identified faulters. The Federal Aviation Authority of Nigeria have been put on notice to ensure that only private-owned airplanes cleared by customs will be allowed to operate within the country's airspace, Attar added. Impound them, auction them, and share their proceeds among charity homes. It is our stolen commonwealth. Oh my goodness. As conducive as the U.S., how many people have private jets that they cannot foot the maintenance cost over there? A country with industries and youth employment. Are they not paying their respective taxes? Abi, what is the meaning of all this, okay? Most private jet owners are pastors. The tithes and offerings are making the pastors rich, while the members are hoping for their own riches in heaven. They can impound all the private jets in Nigeria if they like. What concerns poor and hungry Nigerians with private jets? Okay. It is not fair to we Christians. Nigerian government hates pastors. Christianity has suffered in the hand of Buhari. Islamization is real. Remember, the 2022 planned war is by the corner, so they will impound the jets, mostly owned by the Southerners, to prevent them from escaping. At least those pastors that are mute and supported this lifeless government will start talking. People are being killed every day. There is too much hunger in the land. No job, but they choose to keep mute. Okay. How many jets do we have in the presidential fleet? Let us start from there, please. If these people have not worked for the government before, better leave their aircraft for them. It is their sweat. While the presidential budgeted billions for presidential jets, there is no difference between the owners of these jets and the presidents. Okay. Yes, empower them, sell them off and put the money to good use. Also impound the presidential fleets, except one. Sell them off and also put the money into good use. Kettle should stop calling pot black. Before you ask your brother to remove a tiny wood from his eye, first of all, remove that log of wood in your own eye. Okay. Good development. Country with poor masses and very few rich. If Oyedepo and his ain't like the Nigeria, if Oyedepo and his ain't there, then Nigeria is not serious. I am very sure there will be no Northerners. Oh my God. I am very sure there is no Northerners that own the private jets. That is why customs are going after them like this. Where is the duty collected on the others? This is really, really sad. It is sad. It is sad. Those involved should come and do the right thing. One thing I will always say, if there's a law that is saying do this, you do it, you follow the directive, and make sure that from your own end, nothing is actually loose. You don't have a loose screw from your end. They say do this, you do it. So far, it doesn't cost you anything to obey the particular law, and it is not going to take life, or it is not going to bring harm. You do the particular law, and at the end of the day, what will happen? What will happen? You're going to be free, so that any consequences of, oh, it was announced, we should do this or that, or a particular grace period was given, you're not going to be caught in between and be seen as someone who do not follow directives. Because at the end of the day, that is what they will say. So we should learn to and this is not a matter of even learn to these particular people. I'm sure they used so much money to purchase this particular aircraft, so they should do the needful and avoid it avoid these particular consequences of not doing it befalling them. I believe it is actually that okay. It is actually okay, and I hope the levy. Oh my goodness! I just hope that at the end of it all, no one falls to the consequences of this, because it's not going to be easy. Imagine you buying a plane for those that that worked their sweat out. They worked a lot. They worked hard and smart to get their resources to get this particular jet. I'm sure they're not going to want the government to impound them. So they should do what is expected of them to do, and so that at the end of the day, they're not facing any consequences thereafter. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for sticking to the end, and until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.